Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
So Donald was with President Zelensky on Friday.
Yes, he was.
And Donald reiterated the whole perfect phone call in front of President Zelensky, who stared at him blankly for good reason, because Zelensky never said what Donald said he said.
Right.
There was an interview that he had with, I believe it was Time magazine, and a bunch of European outlets, where he said he was asked to clarify the issue of quid pro quo, and Zelensky responded by saying he never talked to the president from the position of a quid pro quo. We're at war. If you're our strategic partner, then you can't go blocking anything from us. I think that's just about fairness. It's not about quid pro quo. It just goes without saying. So I think Donald was thinking that that's what he meant. Also, Zelensky needed us, still does, by the way, at the time. And so I think when he was interviewed, he was like, I don't want to mess up a potential good thing with the guy that's in office.
Right.
So watching Zelensky standing next to Donald on Friday was just like, dude, seriously.
And Zelensky, correcting him in real time.
He did,
Yes.
actually. He did. I think we have that. Oh, yes. 4.
4? Oh.
Yes, thank you.
We have a very good relationship, and I also have a very good relationship, as you know, with President Putin. And I think if we win, I think we're going to get it resolved very quickly. I really think we're going to get it
I hope
resolved.
we have more good relations.
We're going to have, I see. Yeah, but it takes 2 to tango, and we're going to have a good meeting today. And I think the fact that we're even together today is a very good sign, and hopefully we'll have a good victory, because the other side wins. I don't think you can have victories with anything, to be honest with you.
What?
He tried to both sides do it in front of one of the sides.
Right. He literally was like,
Yeah.
I love Putin.
Yeah.
I love Putin. I love Putin, and I love you. And poor Zelensky is just like, please don't elect him, America. Please, please. That was his thought bubble, was please, the United States. Don't be
He had a
stupid
much more intelligent conversation with Kamala Harris.
Yes, and you could see it in his eyes and their demeanors with each other, that it was a whole different kind of experience between the two of them versus him and Donald, because United States, please don't elect him again. Just, we're smarter than that, right? We're not going to be the misogynists that we've grown up to know. We're going to be much smarter than that this time. Please, 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 please. It's
just over a month to...
Just over, and early voting has begun in many states. So if you can, just in case it takes you a long time to, get to the polling or do whatever it is you need to do, just please. The harder it is for you to vote, the earlier you need to vote. Make sure you have the right ID, please. Make sure you're registered still. And there is still time in some states to make sure that your registration is up to date. And if it isn't, re-register. It's I cannot emphasize this enough, people. I know I'm very repetitive when I talk about this, but it's insane that there is even this close. I mean, it's I don't understand undecideds. What is wrong with you people? How are you I don't understand. I understand people have jobs and lives and they don't pay attention. In fact, a friend of mine's ex-wife was very much telling me how to vote. And I was like, no, you need to learn how to vote. Here's the information. We just got the packet over the weekend for the general election.
Okay.
Did you get yours yet?
I haven't checked my mail.
It's a huge, giant, thick thing about propositions because it's California. We have so many propositions. But it's an information packet. So if you haven't, once you get it, please read it.
Right.
And then figure out for yourself. And if you don't know something about something, then there's the Google machine that will help, hopefully. Oh, and Donald's complaining about Google.
Yeah.
Because it's all negative for him.
Yeah.
But by the way, when you Google something, the Google knows how you Google. And so the algorithm will let you know whether it's negative or positive that you're looking up. So basically what he is seeing is he's looking up Donald Trump, negative.
Right.
So that's what he's only seeing.
Exactly.
If you look up anything negative about yourself or anybody else, you're going to get that
You're going to get some negative stuff.
ad infinitum.
Yeah.
And so that's what's funny. He's seriously threatening to sue them and shut them down just for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Google has issues, obviously, and the current administration is trying to break up Alphabet because it's got so much control. There's a monopoly. So there's a reason for that. But what Donald is talking about is, I don't like how when I Google myself, it's bad. It's bad news. Well, honey,
Stop Googling yourself.
stop.
Stop
It sounds
looking for
dirty.
bad stuff.
It sounds dirty. Don't Google yourself.
Yeah.
Not in public, because it's just wrong. So, former Trump lawyer has punched a major hole in the plan for him to contest the election. Sorry, I'm Google yourselves. It's a former lawyer. There's very little evidence that there was wide-scale voter fraud, obviously.
Right.
It's Ty Cobb. He expects the same. The one thing they need in court is evidence. That little thing. That's so cute and quaint. They didn't have it last time. They're unlikely to have it this time. Election experts, including some Republicans, say a vast majority of the cases are destined to fail, either because they were filed too late or because they were based on unfounded or outright false claims. So yeah, Ty Cobb with that guy, he's like, he looks like Colonel Sanders a little bit.
He kind of does. Yeah.
Little
He looks
bit.
like an old-timey baseball player.
He does.
Like Ty Cobb.
He looks like the actual Ty Cobb
Right,
at
right.
this point.
Yeah.
He's aptly named. But yeah, he's saying that there is no way that, again, with Donald trying to preemptively say that the election will be stolen or whatever, yada, yada,
Right.
yada. No. And as long as we have people like Mark Elias, who just won a lawsuit, as long as we have people like him, and we need to clone him, like Stephanie has said a bazillion times,
Sure.
I think we're going to be okay. But y'all got to get out and vote in giant numbers so that it won't be a problem. We need a Goldwater Miller defeat. Sorry, Stephanie, and your dad and Mr. Goldwater. I was a Johnson person if I had been alive at the time anyway, but I would have voted for Johnson anyway. But we need a Reagan-esque kind of defeat of Harris over Donald and a Johnson over Goldwater Miller defeat over Donald, because if we don't, I don't know how much Mexico or Canada can take from us.
Well, election season is a sweet time of the year, right? As candidates coat their messages with lots of sugar to get your vote. Yeah, I said that. Now you can enjoy the sweetness of the election with authentic candidate cookies with the likeness of Kamala and Donald on your favorite butter cookie made by the famous deli in Chicago, Max and Benny's. You can purchase these once-in-a-lifetime cookies on the Stephanie Miller, Tom Harmon, and John Fugelsang websites. To order, go to our websites, click on the banner for cookie candidates, or go directly to their website, cookiecandidates.com.